and welcome to The Diamond Detective, where the goal is to read more and worry less. I'm Ainsley, and today I want to share with you all the books that I purchased in January. So the first one that I purchased, or not the first book that I actually purchased, because this all comes from 3 trips to the bookstore that I took in January, but the first one on today's pile is The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I'm really excited to give this a read because I've heard people compare it to Knives Out, or at least put it into their kind of genre, and I'm really excited because not only is Knives Out one of my favorite movies in recent years, but I also really love that kind of genre within crime fiction and detective shows, so I'm excited to give this a read. And I was also going to purchase the sequel to this, and there's going to be a third one, but I was waiting for it to get in paperback since I purchased this one in paperback. Now, this book is my Everest. It is my goal to read this entire thing this year, though I'm absolutely terrified, though a little bit excited, and that is The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. Now, this is a big book, and I like big books, and I cannot lie, but I'm also absolutely intimidated by them, but I'm going to do this year. I'm going to do it. I know I'm probably going to film a reading vlog with this one to give me some of that motivation that you need for those of us who are terrified of these big ass books. The next one is The X-Hex by Erin Sterling? And I have heard kind of mixed things about this book. Though I'm excited to give it a try because I really love witches in TV and film. I'm especially really into Bewitched, the series from the 60s, and I really love the movies Bell, Book, and Candle, and I Married a Witch, and for some reason when I saw this, it just gave me those vibes, so I'm super excited to pick this up and give it a read. And another book is The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. I've heard quite a lot of great things about this, especially here on YouTube, so I'm excited to pick this one up and read it. The next two are The Song of Achilles and Cersei by Madeline Miller. I am currently actually reading this one right here, and I am very interested in mythology from all over the world, but I don't know a ton, but I don't think you actually need to know a lot of that to read these. I'm really hoping. I'm sorry, I heard someone yell and it just really threw me off. So these ones. Now I'm going to get into the Grishaverse with the Shadow and Bone trilogy. I actually haven't seen Shadow and Bone, the series, so I wanted to make sure that I at least read this trilogy before doing it. Though I'm most excited about reading Six of Crows eventually, and the sequel to that one. But I decided to go here because I did want to start from the beginning. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a vlog of me doing all of these 3. And I want to do these ones as soon as possible just because I'm very excited for Six of Crows. Alrighty then. So this one I've already read and I really like it, but I'm going to tell you more about it in my January wrap-up, and that is Tequila Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. This is just like a fun book, and I really enjoyed it. I'm really excited that I got to pick it up. I saw quite a bit of it actually, or a bit about it fairly recently, and then I couldn't find it. It was hard for me to find. I was going to listen to the audiobook, but I'm really glad that I ended up picking up the book. And I read this one out loud for quite a bit of it because I was a passenger in a car for a long trip, and they really enjoyed it as well. So this is another book that I kind of wish I could go back and read again. I feel like that's a great compliment, isn't it, about a book? And that's one of those for me. Speaking of, that is also the compliment I'm going to give Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. This book is freaking phenomenal. I'm not a big romance person. I'm not a rom-com person, but I am really starting to get into these books thanks to this big, beautiful baddie. I absolutely love this. I wish I could go back. Oh, I got lipstick on it. I wish I could go back and read this again for the first time. This is definitely going to be one that's on my reread list. And I can't wait to say more about it. I'm probably going to do an entire video just on this book. This one was an impulse buy. My favorite fairy tale of all time is Beauty and the Beast, and there's also my favorite animated Disney movie. And so I ended up getting this, As Old as Time, which was detailed by Liz Braswell. And I got this when I was in the young adult section, and it's What If Belle's Mother Cursed the Beast. So impulse buy, but I'm really interested to give this one a try. The next one on this list is a mystery thriller, I think? We're just gonna go with mystery thriller, and that is One by One with Ruth Ware. Now, I've never actually read The Woman in Cabin 10 or any of her other books. I know Cabin 10 was quite popular, but I'm really excited to give this a read. I really enjoy mysteries and thrillers, and that's kind of my bread and butter. So I want to read a lot more of those this year as well, even though I'm diversifying and branching out what is really my comfort zone when it comes to reading. But you can pick up one or two here and there and just, read what you love and enjoy it. I really enjoyed Tequila Kingdom, so I'm really excited to read more of her work. And Alexandra Christo's Into the Crooked Place is one of the books that I purchased today. I saw this and knew that I absolutely had to have it, and I would like to read this one and her other book, City of Spells. I ended up getting Donna Tartt's The Secret History. There was a table that was buy two, get one free, and this was one of those books out of those. I have not read this yet. I did try to start this when I got it at the library, and I just wasn't in a place for it. But I do really like dark academia, and I love mysteries, and I think this is one that's going to suit me well. I hope so. And I think I'm going to do a reading vlog for this one in the future as well. Let me know your thoughts on The Secret History and if it's up to hype. Now, this is a TikTok Made Me Do It purchase, and it happened one summer by Tessa Bailey. I have heard mixed things about this. One of the really good things that I've heard about this book is that it's fun and it's romantic. I've heard a lot of 5 stars and a lot of 4 stars for this, but I did hear some people say that it's very much, oh, he's a man, and oh, she's a woman, which I'm not really excited about, but I am excited to give Tessa Bailey a read and give this book a try. If you like any of her other books and think that those are also really great, please let me know in the comments below. And if you have any other authors and books that you think I'd really like, since I like Red, White, and Royal Blue, please let me know. Now, the last, but certainly not least book, and this is one that I purchased today, is House of Salt and Sorrows. Now, I heard not too much about this book, but I did hear this title thrown around, and so when I saw it, I decided to pick it up and read just this beginning part that says, Annalee lives a sheltered life in Highmore with her sisters. Once there were 12, but loneliness fills the grand halls now that 4 of the girls' lives have been cut short, each death more tragic than the last. And just from then on, I was like, that sounds epic. And I also am absolutely in love with this cover and the just House of Salt and Sorrows. I think that looks really cool. And in a manor by the sea, 12 sisters are cursed. It just sounds really exciting to me. I'm really getting into fantasy, and I'm really just a fan of mystery. I don't know if this is fantasy, is it? Or it was or I don't know. I kind of like to go in and be excited by what I'm reading, or be excited, but also be kind of shocked. And you're what am I reading today? I don't know. And this is it. I picked this up. So let me know your thoughts on this, if you have anything by this author that you also really like, and if there's any other books by any of these authors or things that if you like this, you might also like this, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Yes.